guys, what's up? Mel here, and welcome to Mel's monthly comic news kind of thing. I really don't know what I'm going to call this, honestly. It's just going to be kind of a comic news of the month of whatever. Now, like I said, this is just a fresh new idea I had in my head, and I do want to say something really quick. I'm not copying, anything out there. I think this is my idea. I don't review comics, so you can't say, hey, this is like the Avengers cast. It's not, so haha. And plus, I already got permission from people, so wee. Anyway, so there's so many topics I want to discuss in January that happened, and I pray to God that the sound sounds good, because this is the family laptop, and also my battery does not die on me. I hope so. Somebody did not charge this. Wasn't me. Anyway, let me get right into this. First things first, I want to get right into DC Comics and what in the world they had going on in the month of January. So, going right into this, the first comic topic we're going to talk about in DC is DC and their second wave. So DC Comics will be having their own series billed as the second wave of the New 52. The series will be starting in May. And it's going to start with the ending of 6 titles in April with issue number 8. And the titles that will be dropped in April will be Man of War, Mr. Terrific. Sorry, it's Mr. Terrific. OMAC, that's a shame. I heard good things about that. Hawk and Dove, which I was actually going to read, and unfortunately, I don't know if I really should now because it is ending. Black Hawk and Static Shock. We will see 6 series in May, and the new titles that will be coming in monthly will be Batman Incorporated, Earth 2, World's Finest, Dial H, GI Combat, and The Revengers. Sounds kind of like the Avengers. Honestly, guys, this is shocking to me because I was surprised. I was expecting DC to, bring out some new comics in, but I wasn't expecting them to drop like OMAC and Hawk and Dove just because they really weren't doing well. In my opinion, doesn't mean that they should drop them, but that's just me. I'm not gonna go really in detail on some topics because there's so many, so I don't want to over talk about something. And this is the first ever episode, so if if it's kind of crappy at first, well, it's the first episode, so haha. A lot of people talk about the second wave. If you want to see more videos, CCC, the channel you're currently watching, has a lot of videos on this particular topic. Just in general in the community, there is videos on this, so definitely go check them out. The second topic I will be talking about is going directly into this, connecting it, is Rob Liefeld. Now he's joining 3 new titles, and he's currently drawing Hawk and Dove. He's doing the art for that. But for that, now ending later this year, he will be plotting Savage Hawkman, Grifter, and he'll be illustrating Deathstroke. So, I guess in all, it turned really good for Rob Liefeld for the second wave for him. So, yeah. Third topic we'll be talking about is, we're still in DC, guys, Batman and Detective Comics, this is something I'm probably going to talk about maybe a little in detail, will join Action Comics and JLA in April as titles featuring a $3.99 cover price. Honestly, let's all remember. You guys remember the DC drawing the line at $2.99? Anybody remember? Am I the only one? Yeah, makes sense. Well, now we can at least expect higher page count. But here's the thing, when I'm thinking of higher page count, I'm just thinking extras. Like, honestly, I'm one of those people who I really don't care about the next issue and how the writing, how it was done, and the art. And, the art's cool and all, don't get me wrong, but I don't really need to see a preview of the upcoming issue. I can look at that on CBR. It's kind of pointless for me. For some people, it might be beneficial, but I personally rather... a lot of people don't like how this became a $3.99 comic. Personally, I wouldn't either. Batman was one of the only titles, in a sense, that were $2.99 and it was really good. There's other titles that are $2.99 and really good, don't get me wrong, but, come on now, that DC, that's just bull crap. Yes. And, again, I'm not gonna cuss or anything, that was just the most I'll probably get into generally, as far as I go, I don't generally tend to cuss. The only thing I might say, which is so bad, is crap. So keep that in mind. I always like to keep it PG, because personally I don't like when people say the F word all over. Anyway, but continuing that, May 2012 will also be featuring a new Batman crossover event. So that's good for all Batman fans. Hope you guys are excited. Again, just there's so much stuff I don't want this video to be too long, so I want to get into the fourth topic, which is Diamond has released the 2011 top comics. Yeah, we're gonna go back in 2011, and the ones that topped off were DC's New 52. I personally like to call it the 52, DC 52, because it's not really new anymore, but, So DC's 52 had 9 of the top 10 comics of 2011, and Marvel's top grossing issues were Ultimate Spider-Man 160, which is the death of Peter Parker. Oh my gosh, guys. I thought my battery was dying. Oof, sorry, because my screen went black. Anyway, and the death of, and the Fantastic Four issue of issue number 600. So, that happened right there. And, look at the image yourself, see what you like, and, definitely, guys, with these stuff I'm talking about, a lot of this can be found on CBR, Newsarama, and Comic Vine. I personally don't use Comic Vine as much. It's not really updated as much as CBR and Newsarama, but pick whatever you please. Anywho, getting right into this, we are going to go right into Marvel. And Marvel Comics, they gained sales in December of 2011. With the new year, I do want to point out, like I said, a quick look back at December. And with DC and the relaunch, it seems that in December, Marvel is making their comeback. Thank goodness Marvel's making their comeback. Now, it seems that best sellers for DC that month were JLA, Batman, Action Comics, and Green Lantern. Really not surprised, because those are like the main things. Whenever I think of DC, I think of, Superman, Batman, JLA, Green Lantern, the whole enchilada. So yeah, getting into this is the big thing that's going to happen with Marvel, which is Avengers vs. X-Men. It's coming soon in April, and as you can tell, with the images you see below, it's looking pretty good. The first official issue of Avengers vs. X-Men is, we all know they're putting it out there. They're putting out a load of books before, that sounded weird. Ooh, yeah, weird. First episode I hit things, but you don't see that, ooh. Anyway, so Marvel, they're releasing a limited series, a 6-issue limited series with a lot of creative artists into this, which is going to be called AVX versus AVX versus. Sorry, guys, the title's weird. Let's be honest, the title's weird. That's my opinion. Now, according to Marvel, this will be the only Avengers vs. X-Men first series, first shot series, apparently. But can we trust Marvel and their limited? They have so many limited series, and I wouldn't be surprised if they had another limited series for this. But that's just me. So the creative team for the first issue will include Andy Kubert, Jason Aaron, and Coris Moore. Humberto Ramos, I believe, as you're looking at this, one of the images was him with Gambit and Spider-Woman. Pretty awesome artwork right there. We know with the first issue, there will be, with the issues in general, the team-ups, the versus, it's Marvel team-ups off my head. Iron Man versus Magneto, that would be cool. Namor versus Thing. Black Widow versus Psylocke. And just so much more is building up. And a lot of people even made their own, on these comic news sites, they made their own list of characters they want to see versus each other. So Marvel is, they're planning to do a battle even with Carol Danvers and Rogue. That's going to be awesome. I would pick up that issue in a heartbeat because I'm a Rogue fan. Because she's awesome and I love her powers. She's one of my favorite girl X-Men. She's cool. So anyway, I just wonder, what battles do you guys want to see? So comment below on what battles you want to see in Avengers vs. X-Men. What are you looking forward to most? Alrighty, getting into the other general news. We're going to go into the animated series stuff, the movie stuff. I actually haven't spent I think by this time I'd probably have like 25 minutes now, but it's only like 10, so that's pretty good. Anyway, I'm going to get into other news and comic news, and that is that we will be seeing a new animated series called Beware the Batman, which is announced for 2013. Obviously, it's going to be a Batman animated series. Batman the Brave and the Bold will be ending its third season run soon, but if you can wait a little, he'll come back soon. Woohoo! I actually never seen Batman Brave and the Bold, and I haven't seen the Avengers. I do need to see these shows. I know people have telling me, Mel, you haven't seen them, you gotta go see them. And you know what, guys? I will try. I don't know if they're on YouTube. Hopefully they are. Along with seeing Batman, we of course see the Joker, the Penguin. Those are the characters announced for sure who are going to be appearing. We know the next DC animated series coming this year in 2012 will be Green Lantern, the animated series, and that should debut in spring 2012, just around the same time as Ultimate Spider-Man, the animated series, coming out also. And yeah, so anyway, the next news I'm trying to get into is Thor movie sequel. That's coming out. The filming is going to begin in the summer. It will be filmed. The film will be directed by Alan Taylor, and it's going to be filmed after the release of the Avengers. So I'm wondering if you guys are looking forward to the sequel. Comment below, like I said. Or the question is, will you guys be watching the upcoming Avengers movie? I definitely will. Hopefully premiere night. I mean, I don't tend to go to the movies too often, but if it's Avengers, hells yeah. So yeah. And I actually kind of forgot to mention this. It's not really that important, but I guess it is if you're really into digital comics. Looking back to my notes, Marvel is trying to get into, they're trying hard for digital, and they're making an effort to grow digital comics by offering a $5 coupon with the purchase of a comic in their Marvel Comics app, and the purchase would have to be between Saturday, January 7th, and which, now that's expired obviously, but it'll be good till February 6th. So if you do have them, just giving you guys a heads up. Or if you just want to know kind of about digital comics, the companies are really trying hard to bring digital comics into the mix of comics and bring people into digital comics. Personally, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not really big on digital books, comics, magazines, whatever. I just like reading it by paper. That's the way I roll. And the last topics I want to talk about is video game news. Now, I know you guys are not all of you guys are into video games. I, however, like video games. I'm not the obsessive video gamer. I don't know what you guys would call it, but video game wise, let me get right into this. The first topic I will be talking about in video games is one that's probably going to be really cool for a lot of you guys if you're going to really love Ultimate Alliance. Marvel will be launching a Marvel Avengers Alliance, and you know what that means. You're going to start spending more time on your Facebook. That's right, I just said Facebook. It will be on Facebook, and Disney Interactive decided to launch this game here on Facebook, and you basically go one-on-one with a Marvel villain. So if you have Spider-Man, you versus the Green Goblin, and so on. And, the cool thing, what's really cool about this, I think it's going to be pretty awesome, is you'll be recruited as a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, and you will be able to build up a team of Avengers, which is really cool, and you will face off villains like Doom and Magneto, and like I said, the Green Goblin, and of course many more. So that should be really interesting. I think it's really going to bring a lot of people into playing that game, and it's on Facebook. I don't play Facebook games, but hey, maybe I'll try this one out. And, getting right into this is something that really no particular, it's not really comic related, but I said, hey, it is kind of upcoming, and I'm curious who's going to get it. Quick news about, of course, we're in 2012 right now, and the PlayStation Vita is going to be coming out. Uncharted, anybody? Uncharted is coming out on the PlayStation Vita, yeah! Yeah, I don't own a PS3, which is kind of pathetic, I know. I don't have an Xbox either. Oh my god. But it's releasing in Europe, Australia, and North America on February 22nd, 2012. And it will be similar to the iPhone. You can have 3G, you can have Wi-Fi. However, the 3G will be, I think, a lot more money added onto it. So you're really looking at And also the 3G is optional, so you don't have to get it. You're looking at the price of $250 to about $300. So 3DS is cheaper, but if you do want the PlayStation experience, Sony, you can grab it. You know, I think it's going to be interesting what's going to happen. If you guys remember the Nokia N-Gage, yeah, that was similar concept, and it kind of failed. So we'll just have to see what happens with PlayStation. There will also be a movie adaptation to the Amazing Spider-Man movie coming out in the summer, and really, I've seen some screenshots of the game. It looks pretty cool, really nice graphics if you're really into the graphics, but it looks like it has a lot of promise, and it's definitely something to look forward to for the summer. And there also is going to be a planned sequel for Lego Batman. I have played the first one a little bit at friends of my friend's house. We had a bunch of fun. I was Batman and he was Robin, so that was fun. And going into the last topic, which is ending on Batman, of course, a new Batman game will be released next month called Gotham City Imposters, which, yes, will be a first-person shooter. And you're thinking, first-person shooter? Batman? Yeah, but I heard it's going to be really fun. It was set to release this month of January 2012, but it's coming out next month in February. And it's supposed to not be like Batman Arkham City, so, you know, it's supposed to be, you know, it's going to be interesting. Like I said, it's a first-person shooter and there's Batman, so I think it's going to be cool. So guys, that was the January monthly comic news that happened around this month. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and definitely looking forward to next month. A lot of great things are happening in the future, especially I wonder what's going to happen with DC and their second wave. And I do want to end this video kind of just saying what comics I hope to grab soon, get into. The first one being Ultimate Comics Spider-Man. And I know you're thinking, Ultimate Comics Spider-Man? Wait, Spider-Man, I know you're a Spider-Man fan, but why get Ultimate Comics? Excuse me. I heard some good things about it. I recently made a video on my thoughts on the Ultimate Spider-Man show, how it looks like. And a lot of people were responding, you know, because I said, hey guys, I stopped reading Ultimate Spider-Man after about Ultanium. When that happened, I stopped. But people were saying Miles Morales is really cool. The story is getting a lot. I've been watching a review by various people, and they're saying how the story is getting a lot, you know, it's really getting into the story, and I'm definitely gonna grab it. So, also I want to grab, man, I was thinking Nightwing probably, so there's just a whole variety, maybe Batgirl. I really gotta see what I want right now. But yeah, that was my briefie on the comic news, and I hope you enjoyed it. Apologize if there was any background noise. That's just a bunch of people at my house, up and down the stairs. Yeah. Alright guys, this was Mel with my monthly comic news thing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you really thought it was so cool that you're going to comment below. Alright guys, peace out, and keep reading your great comics. Peace.